just want to give everyone a little time to get from the atrium. So I'll go and see, can we wrangle up the rest of our council members from the reception? Give us just a moment. Ready to call this meeting to order. I am President Marcy Collier Overstreet. Good afternoon and welcome to the reconvening of January 5th, 2026 Atlanta City Council meeting. The meeting will come to order. The time to recess has expired. With my new gavel. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Yes, Madam President. We have Council President Marcy Collier Overstreet.
Present.
Councilmember Michael Julian Bond, Post 1 at Large. Councilmember Matt Westmoreland, Post 2 at Large.
Here.
Councilmember Ishay Collins, Post 3 at Large.
Here.
Councilmember Jason H. Winston, District 1.
Here.
Councilmember Kelsey Bond, District 2.
Here.
Councilmember Byron D. Amos, District 3. Councilmember Jason Joseph, District 4.
Present.
Councilmember Liliana Bakhtiari, District 5.
Here.
Councilmember Alex Wan, District 6.
Present.
Councilmember Thomas Worthy, District 7.
Present.
Councilmember Mary Norwood, District 8.
Present.
Councilmember Dustin Hillis, District 9.
Present.
Councilmember Andrea L. Boone, District 10. Councilmember Wayne Martin, District 11.
Present.
Councilmember Antonia Lewis, District 12.
Let's go, let's get it.
All right, I will entertain.
Madam President, we do have a quorum of members present.
Did you say how many?
12 members present.
Okay, with 12 members, we do have a quorum. I'll entertain a motion to adopt the agenda.
Second.
Did you get that? Should I sound that also? Moved by Lewis, second by Bakhtiari. We can do this by unanimous consent. Madam Clerk, please sound the vote.
12 yeas, 0 nays.
All right. Pursuant to Section 2-37 of the City Code, the member in line to serve as Council Pro Tem is Councilmember Andrea Boone.
All right.
Where is she? Has anyone laid eyes on Councilmember Andrea Boone?
She is in the building.
Because I think that is just poetic. That's fantastic. All right. Is there any discussion? There being no discussion, we will move to a vote. Madam Clerk, please prepare the vote to elect Councilmember Andrea Boone to serve as the Council President Pro Tem for 2026.
One moment. Will everyone please vote?
He's trying to abstain.
Those closed, 12 yeas, 0 nays.
Wonderful. Congratulations, Councilmember Boone. She was elected in absentia. That's exactly correct. Councilmember Boone, you have been elected to serve as Council President Pro Tem 2026. As we have conducted our invocation and completed our Pledge of Allegiance earlier today and have no proclamations or other special awards scheduled, we will move right to remarks from the public. Do we have anyone signed up for public comment?
One moment. Sorry for the delay. We're having some technical difficulties.
Okay. In the meantime, if someone could get Councilmember Boone, President Pro Tem, in here, that would be fantastic. Okay, so it's time for remarks from the public. We do have speakers signed up. We have one person that has two people that yielded time, so that will give them 6 minutes. We will put them according to code at the end of our public comment. Our first speaker, first of all, each speaker will have 2 minutes to speak with a maximum of 10 minutes if time is donated to them by speakers that must be in attendance. So Henri Jordan, you are our first public speaker of this 2026 session. Is she here? President Pro Tem? Yes. Henri Jordan. Okay, we're going to move to the next. Michael Collins, you have 2 minutes. After Michael Collins, we have Owusu Hadari and Matthew Nursey.
Get this on. Oh, it's on. Oh my God, what an
Michael
honor.
Collins, you have 2 minutes.
Good afternoon, Council President and members of the Council. Congrats to all the new faces. My name is Michael Collins and I'm the Director of Playfair ATL. Don't let the accent fool you. I'm a long-standing resident of East Atlanta. Playfair ATL is a broad coalition of Atlanta organisations working to ensure that the 2026 World Cup delivers real lasting benefits to Atlanta residents, not just FIFA, developers or corporate sponsors. Our coalition includes 30 organisations from a variety of backgrounds, including labour unions like AFL-CIO, criminal justice organisations like Women on the Rise, immigration organisations like GLAR, and community organisations like Georgia Youth Justice Project and Working Families Party, rooted in the neighbourhoods most impacted by large-scale events. Together, we've developed a comprehensive policy platform focused on fairness, dignity and accountability That includes strong labour standards and enforcement for all at the World Cup, protections against displacement of unhoused people and the arrest of low-income people of colour, investments in affordable housing and reliable public transport, safeguards for immigrant communities, anti-trafficking measures centred on worker protection and transparency, and transparency on how public dollars are spent. The World Cup is estimated to generate $1 billion for the city, and we need to put people first, not profit. Our work is about making sure Atlanta doesn't repeat the mistakes of the past, where mega events brought short-term excitement but long-term harm to workers and residents. We believe Atlanta can set a national and global standard for how cities can do this right. City Council plays a critical role in making this happen. You can help by working with Playfair ATL to implement our policy platform, directing revenue to impacted communities, creating a responsible contractor policy, expanding diversion and protecting the unhoused and immigrants. Many of you will have received emails requesting to meet and discuss further. We stand ready and willing to collaborate. The World Cup is coming whether we're ready or not. The question is whether Atlanta will seize the moment to lead with dignity, fairness and accountability. Playfair ATL is ready to work with you all to make that vision real. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Collins. Owusu Hadari, you have 2 minutes. Quickly followed by Matthew Nursey.
Good afternoon. I'm here in regards to a matter for my granddaughter who lives on Sloan Circle. And I understand that I came at the wrong time to get a lot of information clarified because it was after December 1st. So for that, I can be a little less hostile in my remarks, but I think that it's important that people that live in District 1 on Sloan Circle have an opportunity to at least have the street engineered or something done to help, because now the trash is never picked up on time because the trucks don't want to go down. The street has never been paved. It has never been engineered or administered in any way to indicate that a property owner there whose taxes have gone up at least 3 times in the last 5 years, but yet and still they don't have curb, gutter, street, or anything. And it's not even, it's treated like it's a private road and not a city street. You have a span of 18 feet on one end of it, and then on the other end of it, it's only 8 feet. So there have never been any attempt to actually bring about fixing a street that's not a private road, it's a public street. The street that goes around it, called Custer, has been paved and repaved since my grandson has bought the home. And yet and still, they haven't had anything happen whatsoever to their street. And the one piece of information I did get stated that it would be somewhere between 7 to 10 years.
Thank you, Mr. Hadari.
My time's
Your
up.
time is up.
Thank you.
Thank you. Matthew Nursey, you have 2 minutes. Okay. The only other name I see without time, well, I don't see anyone else without time yield. Everyone else has yield their time to Nate Knopf. Is that correct? Okay, so is that it? Excuse me, sir, what is your name? Can you come up to the podium? What is your name? So you don't want to speak? Everyone yield their time to you. No? Okay. So that will conclude public comment. Did anyone else sign up to speak 2 minutes before the council? All right. So with that, we are moving to report of the journal. That concludes public comment, and we're moving to report of the journal. I would like to thank all of the members of the public who showed up and provided comment to our council today. Next, we'll move to report of the journal. Madam Clerk.
Good afternoon, Madam President and members of council. I, Corinne Lindo, Municipal Clerk of the City of Atlanta, do hereby certify that the minutes of the regular meeting held on Monday, December 1st, 2025 are true and correct.
I will entertain a motion to adopt the report of the journal. So moved by Bond, second by Hillis. Please prepare the vote. We can do this by unanimous consent. Madam Clerk, please sound the count.
15 yeas, 0 nays.
15 yeas, 0 nays. Motion to adopt the journal. Next, we move to communications. Madam Clerk?
Madam President, if I may take items 1 and 2 as a block.
Yes.
Item number 1 is 26C, 5,000. This is a communication from Municipal Clerk, Election Superintendent Corinne Lindo, submitting the certification of official returns and complete statement of votes from the Fulton and DeKalb Counties Board of Registration Elections for the general, municipal, and runoff elections held on November 4th, 2025 and December 2nd, 2025. Item number 2 is 26C 5001. This is a communication from Municipal Clerk Corinne Lindo submitting a report of administrative corrections made to previously adopted legislation between the regular council meeting dates of December 1st, 2025 and January 5th, 2026 to the Atlanta City Council in accordance with Section 2-275 of the Atlanta Code of Ordinances, correcting Ordinance 250-1493 and Ordinance 250-1495. For these items, staff recommendation is to accept and file.
I'll entertain a motion to accept and file items 1 and 2.
So moved.
So moved by Bond, second by Hillis. Madam Clerk, we'd like to do that by, no, please prepare the vote.
One moment.
Is the system working? Oh, yes, we have 2 bonds by Michael Bond. Wow.
Will everyone please vote? Will everyone please vote? Councilmember Bakhtiari? Opposed, 15 yeas, 0 nays.
15 yeas, 0 nays. Councilmember Kelsey Bond, did you mean to vote? Yes, okay. So it's 15 yeas, 0 nays.
15 yeas, 0 nays.
Okay, those items are accepted and filed. Let it follow that course. Considerations for,
Number 3.
yes, but I'm sorry. Madam Clerk.
Item number 3 is 26C 5002. This is a communication from Mayor Andre Dickens appointing Ms. Maya Hodari to serve as a member of the Housing Commission. This appointment is for a term of 3 years. Staff recommendation to refer to Community Development and Human Services Committee and Committee on Council.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion.
No, let it follow that course.
Okay. She said it can just follow the course because it's a communication. We'll let it follow that course. Thank you, Madam Clerk. Let's move on to considerations for vetoed legislation. Madam Clerk, are there any vetoed is there any vetoed legislation?
There are none.
There are none. We have no unfinished business. The consent agenda items for standing committee reports. I'll announce the committee assignments and move to personal papers. I think we are to committee assignments. All right. Are we ready for that? Our committee assignments? I think we're going to do that via video as well. All right, drum roll, please. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to announce our committee assignments for Atlanta City Council. Our committee appointments are, we can get right to them. Zoning Committee Chair, Councilmember Mary Norwood. On her committee, we'll have Liliana Bakhtiari, Councilmember Liliana Bakhtiari, Councilmember Kelsey Bond, Councilmember Ishay Collins, Councilmember Wayne Martin, Councilmember Matt Westmoreland, and Councilmember Thomas Worthy. Zoning. Next, we have Public Safety Legal Administration. Our chair is the Honorable Councilmember Andrea Boone. President Pro Tem. On her committee, we have Councilmember Byron Amos, Councilmember Michael Julian Bond, Councilmember Dustin Hillis, Councilmember Antonio Lewis, Councilmember Wayne Martin, and Councilmember Thomas Worthy. City Utilities. Chair will be the Honorable Councilmember Dustin Hillis. On his committee, we have Councilmember Liliana Bakhtiari, Councilmember Kelsey Bond, Councilmember Andrea Boone, Councilmember Jason Dozier, Councilmember Mary Norwood, and Councilmember Alex Wan. Community Development, Human Services, we have the Honorable Chair, Councilmember Matt Westmoreland. And his committee, yes. Councilmembers Liliana Bakhtiari, Kelsey Bond, Michael Julian Bond, Ishay Collins, Jason Dozier, Antonio Lewis, and Jason Winston. Transportation. We have our chair, the Honorable Councilmember Alex Wan. And his committee will have council members Byron Amos, Andrea Boone, Dustin Hillis, Mary Norwood, Matt Westmoreland, and Thomas Worthy. Finance Exec Committee. We have our chair is the Honorable Jason Winston. And our Finance Committee is made up of our chairs or their designees. So that will be council members Byron Amos, Dustin Hillis, Mary Norwood, Wayne Martin, Matt Westmoreland, and Alex Wan. Committee on Council. Our chair is the Honorable Byron Amos. And that committee is made up of council members Liliana Bakhtiari, Michael Julian Bond, Andrea Boone, Ishay Collins, Jason Dozier, Antonio Lewis, and Jason Winston. Those are our committee assignments for 2026. We have so much talent on this council right now. I know we're going to do a wonderful job for our city this year. Congratulations, council members. Thank you, chairs, for saying yes. I look forward to working with each and every one of you in any capacity that you may need. I'm excited about it. And after that, let's see what's our next. Next, we move down to report of our standing committees, which we don't have any. Are there any personal papers for immediate consideration? Seeing none, we now will have personal papers to be referred. And we're gonna take it back to the old days. Whoever stands in line first can read in their papers. Yes. Okay.
So
Councilmember Lewis, go ahead.
Elms 39506, an ordinance by Councilmember Antonio Lewis to amend Chapter 154, Utilities, Article 2, Water and Sewer Billing and Adjustment Procedures of the City of Atlanta Code of Ordinances so as to add new definitions, including department area, to expand eligible billing adjustments and credits, to revise the commissioner's authority related to billing adjustments, to update procedures of the Water and Sewer Appeals Board, and for other purposes.
Refer that to City Utilities.
Thank you, Council President.
Thank you, Councilmember Lewis. These other two are not being read in?
Not yet. They're not ready yet.
Okay, let me know. All right,
ACP.
Councilmember Bakhtiari.
Thank you. Helms ID number 39490, an ordinance by Councilmember Liliana Bakhtiari, Councilmember Winston, Councilmember Kelsey Bond, Councilmember Amos, Dozier, Juan, Hillis, Boone, Martin, Lewis, Michael Bond, Westmoreland, and Collins, to amend the 1982, did I forget your name? I'm sorry, Ann Worthy. To amend the 1982 Atlanta zoning ordinance as amended, requiring primary pedestrian entrances to providing push-button activators where relationship of the building to street is required and for other purposes.
All right, send it to zoning, refer to zoning.
And if I can, I just really want to thank former Councilmember Cardin Wyckoff for getting this off the ground.
Nice.
Thanks.
Councilmember Hillis.
Thank you, Madam President. I have 4 items. First is Elms number 39491. Ordinance by Councilmember Dustin Hillis to waive certain provisions of Part 3 Land Development Code, Part 16 zoning, section number listed to allow 6-foot walls and fences and half-up front yards for properties located in single-family zoning districts in the Riverside neighborhood and for other purposes.
Okay, that goes to zoning. Refer to zoning. Is there a proper thing that I should absolutely have to say? Refer to zoning is fine. Okay.
Next item is Elms 39501, a resolution by Councilmember Dustin Hillis authorizing the mayor, his designee, to apply for and, if awarded, accept federal funding from the Atlanta Regional Commission, Georgia Department of Transportation, United States Department of Transportation, and any partner organization on behalf of the Atlanta Department of Transportation for Collier Road Multi-Use Path Preliminary Engineering Project for the purpose of participating in the 2026 Transportation Improvement Program, call for projects, and for other purposes.
Okay, refer to zoning.
Elms number 39502, a resolution by Councilmember Dustin Hillis requesting the mayor, his designee, to install traffic calming devices on Margaret Place Northwest between North Eugenia Place Northwest and Hollywood Road Northwest in order to reduce speeding and for other purposes.
Thank you. Transportation, that is referred to transportation. Thank you.
Final item is Elms number 39488, an ordinance by council members Dustin Hillis and Byron D. Amos for a special use permit for a community center pursuant to section number listed for property located at 2345 Donley Hollowell Parkway Northwest and pursuant to section number listed for property located at 2327 Donley Hollowell Parkway Northwest, beginning at the northeasterly corner of Donley Hollowell Parkway and Grand Avenue, and for other purposes.
Refer that to zoning.
Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you. Councilmember Bond, Michael Bond.
Thank you, Madam President. We got Elms ID number 39499, an ordinance by Councilmember Michael Julian Bond to amend the Atlanta sign ordinance to change the definition of public entertainment district to allow under certain time, place, and manner, criteria, projection, and wrap signage with the SPI 1 zoning district upon council activation of a public entertainment district in connection with the large downtown entertainment events and for other purposes.
All right, refer that to zoning.
Thank you, Madam President.
President Pro Tem Boone.
Thank you, Madam President. Elms ID number 39503, an ordinance by Councilmember Andrea L. Boone, Michael Julian Bond, and Wayne Martin to amend the City of Atlanta Code of Ordinances, Part 3, Land Development Code, Appendix E, Atlanta Housing Code of 1987, Article 1, Policy and Administration, Section 6, Definitions, and Section 19, highly hazardous conditions to include visible mold as a hazardous violation and for other purposes.
Okay. Elms ID number 39503, referred to Public Safety.
Thank you, Madam President.
PSLA. Councilmember Juan.
Thank you, Madam President. Elms ID 39507, a communication from Council President Marcy Collier Overstreet appointing Councilmember Alex Juan to serve as a member of the Piedmont Park Conservancy Board. It should say this appointment is for a term of 4 years.
Absolutely. And congratulations.
Thank you.
Referred to CDHS. Councilmember Dozier.
Thank you, Madam President. First item is Elms number 39489, an ordinance by Councilmember Jason Dozier to rezone from SPI 21 Sub-Area 7 to SPI 21 Sub-Area 8 for property located at 0 People Street Southwest to modify the official zoning map and for other purposes.
All right, zoning, please refer to zoning.
The next item is Elms number 39492, an ordinance by Councilmember Jason Dozier to authorize the construction of one digital changing billboard facing and supporting structures located at 218 Peachtree Street Northeast and for other purposes.
All right, that should be referred to zoning.
And then my last item is Elms number 39493, an ordinance by Councilmember Jason Dozier to amend the 1982 Atlanta zoning ordinance as amended by amending the SPI 21 Sub-Area 1, Section 16-18U.012, Historic West End Adair Park, development controls by increasing the allowable residential floor area, racial, and for other purposes.
Okay, that should be referred to zoning.
And I have one other item. I will not be reading that in today. I'll read it in the
Okay,
next.
39504 is not going to be read out
Correct.
today. Okay, thank you.
That concludes my items.
All right, did anyone else receive other papers? Okay, seeing no other papers, we are to general remarks. Any council members have general remarks? Councilmember Bond, Michael Julian Bond.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm sorry I was not here officially at the official beginning of the meeting. I'd like for us to take a moment of silence for an Atlantan who passed away this weekend. My family lost our uncle, Mr. Claude Clopton Jr., who was obviously a native Atlantan, former law enforcement official, reverend, deacon. He succumbed after a long illness this Saturday, and I'd like to ask if we could observe a moment of silence on his behalf.
Absolutely, thank you. Thank you. Anyone else have any general remarks before we adjourn? Well, seeing no more remarks, Madam Clerk, please call the roll call.
Council President Marcy Collier Overstreet.
Present.
Councilmember Michael Julian Bond, Post 1. Councilmember Matt Westmoreland, Post 2 at large.
Here.
Councilmember Ishay Collins, Post 3 at large. Here. Councilmember Jason H. Winston, District 1.
Here.
Councilmember Kelsey Bond, District 2.
Here.
Councilmember Byron D. Amos, District 3.
Here.
Councilmember Jason Dozier, District 4.
Present.
Councilmember Liliana Bacchiara, District 5.
Here.
Councilmember Alex Juan, District 6. Councilmember Thomas Worthy, District 7.
Present.
Councilmember Mary Norwood, District 8. Councilmember Dustin Hillis, District 9.
Present.
Councilmember Andrea Boone, District 10.
Present.
Councilmember Wayne Martin, District 11.
Proud to be present.
Councilmember Antonia Lewis, District 12.
Let's go, let's get it.
All right, with that, we are adjourned.